Actually, this drama isn't actually that interesting. You guys know about the situation with Slicker, who was a League of Legends streamer who basically had like a deteriorating like toxic gambling addiction and borrowed money from like a bunch of streamers and his friends, and the money was like totaled up to like over $300,000 because he would like ask like every person he knew, every streamer, his fans, his mods. He'd be like, "Yo, can I get $1,000 here, 20,000 there," and it just fucking added up. So the drama started with his tweet from Asmongold, which is a pretty big fucking streamer if you don't know who that is. He says, "How is Slicker not banned on Twitch? Guy literally used his platform to defraud dozens of people, streamers, and viewers, and alike, and admits it." Now, like, I don't... Should he be deplatformed and banned? Probably not, but people have been banned and deplatformed for less, so I see why everyone's fucking upset. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, he was just, like... No offense, if, like, someone comes to you and they're acting like that, you kind of got to know something's up. Like, you're kind of dumb if you got scammed. Like, I know at the same time, like, people have big hearts, they want to help people, and, like, of course, like, that's good to help fucking people, but, like, at the same time, like, I don't know if he should be banned or not. Like, fuck. He has, like, a terrible addiction. And he's like definitely fucked a lot of people over, and he deserves to be like, you know, penalized in some way. But at the same time, like if he can't stream, how's he gonna pay back all this debt? So I guess like you'd probably want him to keep streaming. But then what really got this interesting was Trainwreck, another streamer, replied to this original tweet, and he said, "Because your pals decided it was in their best interest to use and platform the very person that scammed everyone for his horse racing and tense bets, and somehow twist the wager their war against me, and we both know how deep down why the insecure little man is doing this." And what he was doing was he was referring to Mizkif, because while this tweet was going out, Mizkif was on his stream, and he was saying we should ban gambling from Twitch, and a lot of streamers are coming out saying this, and obviously Trainwrecks and XQC and a couple other streamers are some of the biggest gambling streamers on the platform, right? And so they're obviously getting a lot of blow during all this because it was like, oh, gambling is bad. And they're like trying to say that the Twitch gambling maybe caused Slicker, or like this is like how people who gamble react or whatever. So they were trying to like tie in the situations together to like try to get gambling off Twitch. And so then Mizkif replied, if we're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Joltcoin a few years back? And what I guess that is like maybe a Bitcoin that Trainwreck had. I didn't look much into it, but that's what I'm guessing. That probably was a thing, and not a thing. And that's not really the interesting part. So this is where the drama really starts to get interesting. It's all about gambling, bullshit, whatever. And Trainwreck replies with this. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did those girls who covered all those sexual assaults? So Maya and Mitch are Mizkif's ex-girlfriend, and Mitch is another streamer who lived in a house with Mizkif for a while. And Trainwreck's accusing them of covering up a sexual assault. Trainwreck's saying he was trying to like expose this guy for sexual assault, and he sent 2 other streamers to blackmail him and railroad him from telling anyone. Mick, think about a gifted sub, man. Thank you. Yes, gambling addiction. You're not going to a Twitch streamer who's doing meth or some shit, you know. All right, CJ Cat. And so, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, so, he goes, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want me to come and make shit up, and then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy. And so what this triggered was the girl who was sexually assaulted by one of Mizkif's roommates. So what he was basically alluding to is this guy named Slick, who lives with Mizkif and is like protected by Mizkif. Apparently sexually assaulted this female streamer while she was there, and Mizkif and others orchestrated a cover-up of the sexual assault. And apparently when it happened, a bunch of other really big Twitch streamers was there. And a bunch of other really big Twitch streamers knew about it. So it leads us to this. Twitch streamer Adriana Lee has come forward with a story alluding that Trainwreck alluded to earlier, involving Slick, Mizkif, and Maya. She maintains that she was passed out when Slick came in and was placing his hands on her chest, repeatedly asking if she had a pulse. And so Maya, Mizkif's ex-girlfriend, and I don't know if Mizkif has yet, but I'm pretty sure the story is 100% true. Basically, she went drinking with these Twitch streamers. There's even a stream of them all drinking together before, and she got too drunk and passed out. And this Slick guy apparently was seen just coming in and checking her pulse, but on her chest over and over and over, and no one stopped her or said anything. Oh shit, I haven't seen this yet. And so this is Slick's response. I just saw this because I pulled this up earlier. Slick's responded by denying ever sexually assaulting Adriana. He also says he checked her pulse on her wrist, not her chest. He's looking to sue. Oh fuck, that's wild. He's trying to fucking sue already. I've never sexually assaulted anyone and never will. I've never had any intentions of ever harming one. I'll go out of my way to check on someone. I get accused of rape. This is unfair. I will be getting a lawyer. I stopped learning from the Johnny Depp situation and think first. Okay, well, what? He's comparing himself to fucking Johnny Depp? God damn, bro. This motherfucker's crazy. He's like, I get accused of rape because I tried to help someone. Bro, what? This is like the worst like PR thing ever. Let's see the replies to this. Oh no, he touched a titty. Bro, what? This guy's weird. It's like, oh, you touched a titty of a passed out female? What's the big deal? Bro, Batman, Bab19119, you're a fucking freak, bro. Fucking jump off a building, you weird ass motherfucker. Wait, what is this? Why would Mizkif say this then?
They don't. People probably don't even know the situation. No, it's not. It's not 90% of people. Look, I don't think there's a single person that we used to hang out with that.
Well, I know what you're saying, Tish, but like, so I haven't got to it yet. I guess I'm kind of doing it out of order. He definitely did do what he said. And like compared to the Johnny Depp situation, the Johnny Depp situation is completely different, because like it wasn't about like sexual assault. It was about actual domestic abuse and lies and actual physical cover-ups and shit like this. And in this situation, you're gonna see it's like Mizkif admits to it, Maya admits to it. So it's like I guess without you knowing the context, it's confusing. I'm like going out of order now because of all this shit.
Doesn't hang out with Slick anymore because of what happened. I actually think there's literally none. Because the reality is, worst comes to worst of it, it's fucking like sexual harassment, right?
See, like here's him admitting that it was sexual harassment when he's on stream. I was very confuzzled. Yeah. So I saw the video of Maya, and Maya was like, "It was wrong. I should have said something." Basically, we should have done something about it. And Mizkif said, you know, the worst it could be is sexual harassment, or touching her breast while she was unconscious.
I mean, like no one of what you can deem of it, it's sexual harassment, whatever.
He wants to say assault. He almost said it.
At a low scale, it's not really a big deal. I don't think people really gave a shit and really cared. I'm gonna turn this off if you're gonna be like this. I'll just turn it off.
Damn. He just turned off his stream because he's getting asked hard questions. Damn, I didn't know Mizkif said that. But then Keemstar goes on to tweet, and obviously nothing to do with Keemstar, but Mizkif allegedly covered up sexual assault of Adriana Lee for his friend CrazySlick, who's accused of SA. The theory goes that Miz and friends pressured Adriana into putting a tweet longer out. In return, she could keep hanging out with Mizkif in the friend group. And so this is where it gets more fucked. So obviously she's a victim or whatever of whatever the fuck you want to call it. And Mizkif and his friend group, they were going through this drama of the accusations from Slick, like, oh, did Slick sexually assault her, sexually harass her or not? And he was getting canceled or whatever. And basically they told Adriana, if you don't put out a tweet longer, which a tweet longer is like a link where you can type a longer tweet. If you don't put out a tweet longer, you know, saying, oh, it's not like that, it was a mistake and it was blah, 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 then you can't hang out with us anymore. Like, and of course, like, they're all big streamers, and this Adriana girl was Ariana, my bad, was a small female streamer just getting started. So fucking, of course, also Mizkif said the N-word, by the way. Oh yeah, I know, I saw that. With a hard R, the motherfucker is crazy. And so that's another like really like toxic point about this. Because now Ariana has come out on stream and said that none of that's true, and that's where all these allegations are coming from. Here's the video again, someone posted. And here's the crazy thing is, so like apparently a lot of streamers were there, a lot of streamers knew, and kept it a secret. And this is Hassan and Pokimane talking about it on stream. And apparently, from this clip, people are saying Hassan and Pokimane knew about the sexual assault and still made content around Slick, associated with Slick, and was like associating with like Mizkif and other people who were covering up this sexual assault. And apparently this is people's proof. Now this is the rest of it's all true. Now this is like the stretch part where like you don't know if it's true or not. They're saying here are them finding out about the allegations and just listen to their reaction. People are saying they're knowing about it and they're trying to downplay it.
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like You did
What?
those girls to cover up those sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. You wanna
What
come at
the
me and make
fuck?
shit up, then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure. I'm lost.
I don't even. Holy shit. Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail like, dude, all those girls cover up the sexual assaults?
Wait, what does it mean?
I think the gambling part was like people are just pandering. They're like, oh, like gambling's bad for like virtue signaling points, and like the whole Slicker thing. I don't think was scripted. Like I think he really fucked people over. But I think like what they diverged into, like all these streamers like, oh, gambling on Twitch is bad. We have to fucking. And I don't think gambling's fucking good. Like if you're gambling, you're not like. If you're a fucking chronic gambler, like that's not good. Like you probably shouldn't be, but at the same time, you're a fucking adult. Like I'm not gonna tell you what to watch. If you want to watch gambling, if you want to gamble, go for it. Now, if you want my personal advice, should you gamble? Unless you're fucking really rich and have disposable income, fucking no. But anyways, it's like I feel like most of it was like pandering, and now like the pandering went too far, and now some real shit's come out. Should not be a public matter with viewers, in my opinion. I mean, what Slicker did with like borrowing money from viewers, yeah. But like the thing is, like the Twitch streamers that are doing this, like XQC and Trainwrecks. First of all, they don't even gamble their own money. They get virtual currency from the companies who pay them to gamble it. So like they're not losing like their own money, which is kind of fucked. But like the Slicker guy was actually like stealing from fans and like convincing them to send him money and stuff. Point where I delete my Second Life account for a year, so gambling is really shit. Now it is really fucking shit. I agree. Like I think like gambling is does enrich your life in any way for like 99.9% of people. Like the Slicker guy who who fucking scammed $300,000 out of his friends and other streamers for his gambling addiction and viewers. It started with CS:GO gambling, is where he said it started.
Shit, you want to come at me and make shit up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house, you insecure pussy.
I literally just read it. What does it mean to railroad him?
I don't know. What the fuck?
Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me? Like,
oh yeah, I don't think gambling. Like gambling's terrible, Tish. I agree.
Sexual assaults, you fucking scumbag piece of shit. You want to come at me and make?
Like I see. That's what people are saying. They all knew about it. These reactions are sus. Salvo's pretty normally on the money about this shit. He has good intuition, in my opinion. But like at the same time, like I don't know. Like I said Lasan is just low IQ. His reaction load to everything is what the fuck, dude? What's going on, dude? It never has an interesting or insightful take or insightful commentary on anything. Like that's what I personally think it is, but I don't know. Lasan is such a pick me. Like sounds scripted to me. I think they know about it. It's why their reactions were like that. It's because it came out personally. Now we'll watch one more thing. Slicker. Apology. So here's him. Here's where he went live.
Too real. I lied, and then I lied about all the streamers saying, you know, they
gambling to SA because so this guy, like I said, stole all the money from a bunch of people, and like a bunch of streamers like Asmongold, Hassan, Mizkif were like, it's gambling's fault. Gambling did this to Slicker. There shouldn't be gambling on Twitch. So they went after Trainwrecks and XQC because they do gambling streams all the time for promoting gambling. Like they're like, this is what you're doing to people. And so then Trainwrecks was like, you're going to come after me and my livelihood. Well, what about when you cover up those sexual assaults? So that was and I think that's kind of fucked too. Like if Trainwrecks knew about this and he's only now using it because they're coming after his gambling streams, like that's kind of crazy. Look at his chat. Keep gambling. The next spin is a big win. Keep gambling. The next spin is a big win. Oh my god. Oh, so it was a jab for jab. Yeah. I mean, I think Trainwrecks like has nothing to do with the Slicker, and the fact they try to relate it like Slicker to him. Like it's not Trainwreck's fault. Now, like, could Trainwreck's stream cause someone to have a gambling addiction? Yes, but that's not Trainwreck's fault. At the end of the day, that's still the fucking person who started gambling's fault. Like, can Twitch be responsible and take a high ground and ban gambling? Sure, they fucking could if they wanted to. I agree. If he knew prior, he's just as guilty. Yeah. Shitty. Oh. Yeah, I know what you mean. Discussion or what to say to keep it public peacefulness. I mean, yeah, I think most streamers play it nice with each other and they know what to do. They did ban gambling. Twitch? Did they? When? I didn't hear about this. I thought. Nah, I mean, we can check. Oh, it's called slots on Twitch. No, it's still there. Yeah. They get a whole category for it. Dang, look at all these people just gambling. You know, the bunch of Twitch streamers are petitioning Tish, you're right. So like Pokimane and a bunch of other streamers are like, Twitch, you need to get rid of gambling. You know, what's up, Sosa? Yeah, all the people are just fucking gambling. I low-key thought that was fake money. Like fake slot apps. No. So these people might be playing fake ones. A lot of people do play fake ones, but like XQC and Trains, like they play like real slot apps that like just like rip your money apart. Dunkin' ad, yummy at below. Wait, why do you have an ad? How do you have an ad? You're subbed. At least it says you're subbed on my screen. Yeah, that's the drama going on Twitch. My personal opinion is like, I think the sexual assault thing is crazy if that's true, because that's a big streamer house. Like that streamer house has like streamers like Mizkif, and Soda Poppin's been there, Mitch, Rich Campbell, Asmongold, S-Fan, Hassan, Pokimane. Like, I'm sure many others have been through that house on your screen. There's been so many fucking like big streamers go through that house and live in that house at some point, and like and collab before and after and during with Slick, the guy who was accused of sexual assault. So like it could be a big break in a big potential like big drama story for like a lot of Twitch streamers if there's more proof coming out against them. And if the girl Adriana or Ariana, keep fucking up her name, I'm sorry, like says, oh, it was sexual assault or it was sexual harassment or it was this or that out of anger, you know? I mean, so I try to look for it. Fuck, what was that girl's name? Because she made a stream and I saw a clip of the stream on somewhere on Twitter, but I didn't favored it. And I can't scroll Twitter on stream. You guys know why.
Slick has been exposed for being a pred, so
this is a stream she did, and I can't find the stream. I saw it on Twitter. And we're like covering the Twitch drama right now. And I saw it on Twitter, but I can't find her VOD anywhere. Right, yeah. Just cancel culture. Facts.
Adriana Lee, I just came out and exposed.
Upset about it, because of just, it's been a year, over a year. So it was like June 7th, I think, that I came out with the Twit Longer. It's been over a year since I came out with that Twit Longer, and over a year since I've faced the consequences of Inception. Hi, Kinsey. To the point where I almost reached out to Mizkif and said, hey, like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, everything that you promised, everything that you and Maya promised is not happening. I've compiled over the past year that just point out, like, mostly the hypocrisy in the scene, in the trouble that I had that in that time is like, I would go to these young girls' streams and they would just get like sexually harassed, like people say like show your kids, you know, like.
Well, yeah, but that was her stream where she came out and basically said, like, levied all these accusations. It was really long, and like I'm not gonna lie, chat, like as serious these allegations are, I don't know if I really wanted to fucking like listen to it all. But if you guys want to go watch it, that's her. If you want to watch her side of it, I kind of like summarize what I saw and made of it. But it was like so much shit. If it sounds scripted, I don't think it's scripted. If SA actually happened, then she would have cried anytime she thought of SA. It's not that easy at all for anyone. Okay, I would disagree with that 100%. There are plenty of people, like even myself, I have talked about, not on stream, but with family and friends about, you know, sexual assaults that have happened to myself, and they don't make me cry, and I don't break down, and I don't feel like upset about it. And then I know a lot of people who can talk about it and not feel upset about it. So I don't agree with that at all. And I don't think it's scripted. Like I think the gambling, like, oh, gambling's bad, we should ban gambling. Like I think that in a way was scripted because I don't think anyone really gives a fuck. Like it's just for like social value points. But I think Trainwreck's accusing Mizkif of sexual assault is not scripted for a lot of fucking reasons, because like sexual assault, sexual stuff like that, like the R word isn't really it's a scripted thing. You can't like just accuse someone like on stream. Streamers can accuse each other of cheating, lying, being greedy, being dishonest with their fans. You can't just go straight and accuse people of sexual assault, because like that's gonna be a huge lawsuit if you're just straight making a false accusation with no bearing whatsoever. But you don't see anything from her, bro. You can't, bro. What? You can't say that, bro. That's like it's like oh, she's not upset, so it must not have happened. You'll cope with it differently, so that's kind of a poor take. Now, I agree with the first part. Like, the beginning of it did seem scripted, but like, I've seen a lot of people talk about sexual assault and trauma in different ways. Where like, some people like literally laugh and joke about it the whole time, or they're just melancholy and mellow. Some people bawl their fucking eyes out, or like you can see a mood change sometimes. But like, a lot of times, like, believe it or not, people have accepted it, they moved on, and become strong about it. Now, like I said, I don't think she's just randomly saying like some dude sexually assaulted her if there was no bearing. Now, could she be lying and it not be sexual assault? Yes. But I truly believe she thinks in some way it was sexual assault. You know what I mean? Like, until I see proof. I mean, I don't believe her right away, and I'm not saying Slick did sexually assault her. I'm saying it's an allegation. But like, I don't know. Like, I know there is fake accusations all the fucking time, and like you don't want to believe it right away, but make a full hypothesis. Well, he basically said, and we read it somewhere. Slick said like, I never raped anyone. This never happened, and I'm gonna fucking sue. And that's his side of the story, which is fair, whatever. And her side of the story is he basically came in while she was passed out drunk and touched her boobs like over and over like this to check her pulse, is what he was saying. It was like touching her chest. And afterwards, she went to the owner of the house, Mizkif, and Maya, his girlfriend at the time, and told him that she felt, you know, uncomfortable, like something bad had happened to her. And they basically covered it up and made sure she didn't tell anyone, made sure no other streamers knew, and didn't tell anyone. Like I said, that did happen. Like where's it at?
I woke up one morning. I think it was either in June or July. I woke up in July. What? It doesn't matter. I woke up to messages or something about Nova coming out, baiting a story, and then Adriana was gonna write a twit longer about Slick and him sexually assaulting her, or him being a predator, or what have you. I woke Miz up, told him, woke Mitch up, told him. We were all freaking out. Miz said he was gonna kick Slick out.
And so he told Adriana that she's gonna kick Slick out for the sexual assault if she didn't say anything, and he never did. He never kicked him out. He still lives there to this day. The internet went out. You would have touched her neck. You can feel pulse to the neck, and covering them just makes it worse. Like I said, so his own friends acknowledged that something went down, something bad happened, and they made her promise and write a document to protect them in order to cover their own ass. So that's why I lean more towards it's true, because like of how like PR they're being. It's SA. That's what Adriana claims, and that's what these people are saying. But the thing is, Slick. That's the thing is, it's like Mizkif, who is Slick's friend, and Mizkif's one was covered up. Slick's saying none of this happened at all. Like none of this happened. Like there was never anything. Like a bullshit excuse. Good night, Brenna.
And
Loser.
we were freaking out about what was gonna happen, right? To Slick here. Slick told me his side of the story. Mitch is friends with Adriana. Miz wanted me and Mitch to go to Adriana's house.
You're good, Mighty.
To talk to her and find out what happened. I wanted to go find out what happened. And figure out what was gonna happen with Slick. I think that we said, like day of or day after, that we had gone to Adriana's. So me and Mitch go to Adriana's. I watched her whole stream. There were parts of it that were confusing.
Her chat's calling her a liar. I see like a lot of people saying like liar, liar, liar.
Which I don't blame her at all for.
Camera's rolling, you know. Oh no, that's the thing. That's the thing. It was the whole stream was recorded. It was because they were collabing, Tish. Slick and this girl was collabing. Like there's videos of them before. And this girl got so drunk during this collab because all the streamers were drinking that they took her to a room and let her sleep and closed the door and locked her to the side in that room because it was like a room that wasn't even on camera and she was way too drunk and passed out. And apparently Slick kept going in there to check on her. What up, Caitlin? Me too.
This is another situation that Adriana's just fucking thrown into. I don't know if she wanted Train to tweet that, but again, she's just like, she's another one. So I don't blame her for there being some confusing things. Originally, she said, and I know a lot of people.
Everyone's saying shift the blame, shift the blame.
People are saying that I told her not to say anything.
With essay coming out about it, everyone invalidates the victim and calls everyone who signed the victim a liar, which is shitty as fuck. Well, here's the thing: is you shouldn't side with either technically. Like, especially with like internet stories. I guess with internet stories you can side more because you don't really have like a real opinion on what like you have an opinion, but like it doesn't change what actually happened. Like you're not like part of the circle. You're not like part of a court or jury, whatever. She said there's no tangible evidence for either party. So what I think you have to do is you just listen to both sides and you don't like condemn either side, but you listen to the facts, you listen to the likelihood, and then you use your real life personal experience. So you hear all the facts, especially in stories like this, that there is some evidence. There's a little bit of evidence, and you'll hear some more in this video, I think. And so you take all the facts, all the evidence we have, like, and you can only do this with certain things, and this is one of them, like internet drama like this. You get all the evidence, pile it all together, compile it. Where it been at, because I've seen none. Eyewitness testimony and testimony in a court of law at least is considered evidence, a type of evidence. Until otherwise, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say side. You can side with them and support them, but like at the same time, you don't want to like railroad before you have like enough evidence. So like I said, with its internet drama, you want to like take all the information in, get all the facts you can, hear all the points of views if you care enough, and then off your own personal experience, so how you know humans behave in your real life. Now, guys, have you ever been to a party? Have you ever been to a bar? Have you ever been around a girl who's passed out at a party? Guys are creepy. This is like, sadly enough, this is like kind of a classic trope. There's drunk people at a party, some girls alone in a room, and there's a guy creeping on her. That's very fucking common. I mean, if you guys want to see what this motherfucker looks like, does he not have a Twitter? There he is. So this is the guy in question. It's not fair to be honest. It's innocent until proven guilty. But like that's the thing, Ben. It's not though, because like this isn't, like Vena's kind of right, because like this, you're not like a juror, you're not a judge, and you're not a cop. You're not involved in the situation, so your opinion is just an opinion. And unless like, I don't know why I clicked on that. So like, unless this like goes to a court case or whatever it is, you can't you got to take an opinion. You got to take a side from what it is. So like in these situations, you do take a side, because like I said, there's gonna be no, unless some like the big proof comes out that says, oh, he did it, or no, she's lying. Like you have to like choose a side, kind of. The dude sets off my gaydar. It'd be dismissed for a lack of evidence. It really depends. I mean, so Slick seems pretty convinced that he can sue her, so he thinks he has enough evidence to prove it's not true. That's true. So like I said, in these situations, you do, like I said, it's just from personal experience. You gotta like, that's what you gotta do. You gotta hear all the facts, hear all the situations, and then from personal experience, how you know men behave when they're drunk, or women behave when they're drunk, or around alcohol. Like you guys have real experiences you can use to kind of play out a scenario in your head. Just think it's kind of cute, to be honest. Well, so was Ted Bundy, apparently. I side with the victim, especially with the history of women being silenced and shit, because they came out about it. Well, like I get that, but like, and I agree. Like there's a lot of victim silencing, victim blaming, etc. But like at the same time, there's like Amber Heard situations, or what's it called? I don't know if you guys know this one guy. He was gonna go to the NBA. He had like a D1 college offer. He got accused of rape and lost his scholarship. Lost his NFL potential, so millions of dollars, and the woman was caught on camera. She was lying about it, but everyone believed her. The college believed her. Everyone believed her, and he actually won a court case. Got like millions of fucking dollars from her. So women aren't always the victim. Well, but the thing is, victims aren't always women either. I mean, like in this situation, a woman is the quote unquote victim. Switching as a woman, so that's what. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm with Ben on this. I'm with Venom because honestly, in this situation, do I think he did it? Fuck yeah, bro. He's a creep. You think, bro? Guys, go to a fucking party. Go to a fucking frat party and see how many fucking dudes are there trying to perv on girls. Dude, when I was in college and when I go to clubs and stuff when I was in my younger 20s, I would see every single time without fail a dude who was drunk trying to take advantage of people. Dude, so when some guys get drunk, they turn into legit predators. Like, there's no way around that. You have to accept that. Like, it's very, very normal. Decisions with this girl. Yeah, exactly. So then I agree with Venom. 100%. But we were saying in general. Yeah, in general, you got to like assess the situation. But he's the one you watch, though. I think this happens very often. I frequent both sides. I think there's some fake accusations from a group of girls that anger and revenge. Oh yeah, I mean that happens all the time, of course. But in this situation, I don't think it's out of anger. They're saying in general. I think this happened. It got silenced, got hushed by the streamers. Mizkif was talking shit to someone who knew about it, and that person exposed them and then forced everyone to like share their story. Baseless accusations. I mean, I don't think anyone's saying that personally. Like if like someone just said, oh, like he essayed me, like, oh, what's your, if you like he lives in a different state, what's your proof, blah blah blah, and they're like, oh, nothing, you just gotta believe me. Like, yeah, obviously not, until I have more evidence. From what I've seen, like I said, I think he probably did it. And like I said, you don't have to side, like it doesn't matter. And you probably, like I said, more evidence probably won't come out. I lean towards the male side. Bro, that's being misogynistic. Wait, Tish misogynistic? Bro, you lean towards the side that's more likely, the side that makes more sense. Bruh. Bro, Tish just straight up starts talking like Andrew Tate and doesn't even realize it.
Which I don't.
Bro, I'm actually like say the most like I actually say like misogynistic jokes sometimes, but that's like unrealistically misogynistic. To me, the male seems more likely to like be innocent. I'm confused.
Is the
are you saying the male's more likely to assault? I'm confused.
case.
Chris Tate, honestly.
It's been
Christian
a long
Tate.
time, but she said
males are more likely to be innocent. Bro, what? Bro, you were doing so good tonight, Tish. No, first of all, no. We can prove with facts that that's not true. First of all, men know this male. Yeah, I don't agree. Yeah, but let's just say there's literally like tons of statistics that prove that men are more likely to commit sexual assaults, sexual crimes, and the thing is, they commit more sexual crimes against other men too. So like, it's not even like there's a 50-50, like 50% of it's like 50% of sexual assaults that happen to men are from women. No, it's more like 80% are from men. Like, so like when it comes to this stuff, we're talking about right now. Yeah, I mean that's not what you said, but if that's what you meant, I understand. Should be handled way more careful. It should be treated like this and turn into drama. Oh, I know, but like for me, like and you guys, like this drama is like we talk about it. We give our takes because people listen to us. They want to know what we have to say. Dude, chat. Some of the more debatey videos I posted on the YouTube about this stuff, like people are like, "Yo, what that one chatter said, they had a good point," or like, "Oh, they're a fucking idiot," or "Oh, that guy you were arguing with." Like, so like people read the chat and watch the videos. So
on her stream, she didn't want to come out with it because she didn't want to get the short end of the stick, right? She felt like she was forced into this situation with Nova saying it, but she said on this stream, she was like, I knew I was going to get the short end of the stick if I say something. So we probably had a conversation that was like, are you sure you want to do this?
Someone said Maya Weinstein in the fucking videos.
Do you want to say anything, or do you just want to do it anonymously? Something like that, right? That was probably the conversation that I had with her. It was like, do you want to do it anonymously, or do you not want to do it at all? She said that she wanted to come out with a statement. She said she wanted to talk about it. She said that she told me about her audience and how there's a lot of young women in her audience, and she felt like it was her responsibility to tell her story. So I said, okay. And her friend in that
I wonder why her chat saying shift the blame. She's shifting the blame. Like, I kind of maybe.
The day of as well. He mentioned, I told her that day, I was like, as a woman, if this is your story, you should be able to tell it, right? I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was going to write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually
Okay, here we go. This is the part I saw.
assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no.
See, she slipped up. So she says that Mizkif, her, and Mitch talked her into thinking that it wasn't sexual assault and that he was just checking for a pulse and that it wasn't weird and blah 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 blah. So this is where the story gets shaken and broken. And this is the part I saw. So listen again. She said we decided because they sat down and apparently they had a long conversation and they got her to not say anything at all about it when she was about to go on stream. So like, be very precise in what she says. Exactly. If you look at it, she's changed the story. What really happened was they heard about this essay that happened in their house. They're all streamers. They're all influencers. So they want to cover their ass. They invited her over to have a meeting with them before she went public. So like, oh, before you say anything, come talk to us. And then we decided, I mean, she decided, she even slipped up that that wasn't what it was. She knew she was lying. So it's like, that's personally what I think happened. I think they had an oh shit, like this happened and we got to cover it up to save our own asses or whatever, and this is what happened.
Raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time,
Undersay it.
we agreed, or at the time,
So like I said, she came to Maya and the people, and she's like, I feel like I was raped / sexually assaulted, and they were like, okay, and they talked about it. And so after the conversation that they had with all the people, all the streamers there, they're like, oh no, this wasn't sexual assault. Like that's weird. Like, did homegirl say it happened or someone else around her say it? So this happened a long time ago, and then now recently today, someone else brought it back up, and now she came out with it for real this time. So she felt like she was while she was passed out. Well, she wasn't passed out. I said passed out. She was drunk where she couldn't walk or move around. Like, you've been that way. You know what's going on. Like, you know if someone's fucking touching you and rubbing on you, even if you can't move or really like affecting kind of like words or defense. You know.
she said no.
I mean, she might have been blacked out, but I think I said that, but I don't know if that was the case.
Okay, could you include that in your twit longer then? And she said okay. She still wanted to tell her whole story. She said everything that happened that night in that twit longer. She wrote out what had happened that night, and then she wrote, to be clear, he did not rape or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, she changed the twit longer. She changed her statement after she met with the other streamers. So that's where the, oh, they knew this is a cover-up comes in. So like I said, it's still up to you guys to assume. Like I said, it's not 100%. But like that's what made it like more clear for me. Because they're all friends with this guy Slick. They live with this guy Slick. Mizkif is really good friends with him. So they're going to try to help cover it up. What's up, Rain?
She wrote out the whole twit longer. She showed me it. And I said, thank you for including that. Because I didn't want added speculation to what was happening with Slick. I didn't think of it as a rape, or honestly, I
don't believe her because, or she was conscious. I mean, like I said, if she was passed out, sure. I mean, if she was a fucking astronaut, it could happen on the moon.
didn't think of it as a sexual assault at the time. The way we were talking about it, what had happened, and she said that she didn't feel like it was like that. And was there a power dynamic in that situation? Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to...
So then she says here, she kind of admits, like, did I influence her decision? Yes, I did. Did I try to talk her out of it? Yes, I did. Incapacitate her or something? I mean, like I said, dude, you've been around drunk people. You know how, like people can be laying there and, like rolling their head, like, don't touch me, but, like, they can't move or defend themselves. You know how it is. I
wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, or like force her into saying something. But did it naturally exist? Yes.
Did it naturally exist? Pressuring someone into changing their statement on sexual assault?
But all I went there for was to...
Also, if he was actually doing essay, then wouldn't he have got... What, Tish? Bro, you are making the worst takes tonight. Holy fuck. Bro, I don't know if should I even address this comment? Also, if he's actually doing essay, wouldn't he have gone further? I mean, again, if he was intoxicated, there's no stopping those kinds of feelings, you know. Bro, that's not how it works at all. That is like that is so like a gross like over like just making it like sexual assault super vague. Like, dude, most sexual assaults are not like penetration, sex. Most sexual assaults are grabbing a girl's ass in public, grabbing their tits, looking up their skirt, looking up their dress. Bro, dude, that is the worst take I've ever heard you say. And I'm usually really nice, but like that is really bad, really fucking bad. Most sexual assaults are not like tone of dress. Yeah, I'll just have to skip over that.
Ask her if she had been raped or sexually assaulted. She said no. I asked her if she can include that. And that's like pretty much all that happened.
So you asked her to put it in there, like, yo, can you put it in there? Make sure you write that down. She sounds nervous too.
I am gonna show these because when it had happened,
Thank you again for talking to us today. I'm sorry again for everything you had to deal with today. And again, I'm sorry for what happened with Slick. I know what it's like to be assaulted. What? So you're agreeing, you know, it's like a trigger like that, even if to deal with these feelings, public eyes a lot. You're super strong for this. Wait, did she just admit it? What up, PJ? I know what it's like to be assaulted. Why are they talking about this? It's a touching looking aspect.
July 6th, I asked if she was okay. She said, yeah, she's hanging in.
I mean, like yeah. I mean, like, it's technically like the same charge. It's just a heavier charge.
There.
Like you said, if you do more.
I said, I'm fine.
If there is that.
Thank you for talking to us today. I'm sorry, talking to us being me, Mitch. I'm sorry for everything that you had to deal with today, me, Mitch, and Ms. And I said, I'm sorry for what happened with Slick. I know what it's like to be assaulted, feel trigger, blah, blah, blah. To deal with those feelings in the public eye is a lot.
I thought very differently. So the R word by legal definition, and I'm pretty sure, is any kind of hand to vaginal, hand to oral, hand to anal, hand to penis, any mouth, you know, organ to organ, that kind of thing. That's the R word. An interesting point. We're talking about Twitch drama.
And she said, thank you so much for helping me with this. It's just a lot of anxiety. I was there with her while she was writing it, but it was not like I'm not like holding a gun to this girl's head. I'm not like trying to pay her off. I'm not blackmailing her into saying what I want her to say.
I don't know. Like, that's up to you guys. So that's the drama. Like I said, my opinion, could it be blown out of proportion? And nah, he just has multiple accounts. Could it have been blown out of proportion? Oh yeah, totally. Could the girl be lying? Totally. I'm just saying from my personal experience with like being around guys, streamers in these situations, like I've seen this exact scenarios play out time and time again. I've seen dudes do this, and like I said, like essay is like, it can be something as simple as like fucking like grabbing a girl's boobs while she's passed out. Like people do that all the time. Like people like grope, molest, and then that is very much essay. Sad. It was sad. And like I said, I don't know if anything else will come out about it. Like I said, it was old drama. I do see people going through the VODs of the stream for a lot. You just say no. When a guy gets you drunk, he uses an excuse for saying yes when you usually said no. Wait, what do you mean? Like you said no while you were sober, then you get drunk, then you say yes? You read more evidence to side then? I mean, there might be more coming out, but that's all I've found for today. Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, I could possibly be wrong. I'm just saying, like, with like my experience and like from what I've seen, like it is a little. You're right, Tish. Like I said, a lot of it's a stretch. Like the Hassan and Pokimane knowing about it and their reaction, like, that's kind of a stretch, but it could fucking happen. Yeah. Binge sleep. Yo, Giraffe, are you in chat? Gigaraph. Christmas 2016, I always want to forget. Are you Jewish? You don't celebrate Christmas? More about it I feel like there would have been more about it to be talked, you know? I mean, like I said, I'm really used to this internet drama, so, like, one thing I'll say is, like, not all the good shit comes out the first day. Because, like, just while I've been streaming, so the hour before I looked it up, more stuff has dropped out. So I think some more stuff might come out about it. But, like, will you ever be able to prove it one way or another? No. And, like, I guess I could agree with Tish, where, like, the amount of evidence presented so far, like, we saw, obviously there might be more behind the scenes, like, we haven't seen, but, like, it's just stuff that's coming out on social media, would not be enough to make a conviction, sadly. But, damn. Let's relax on trauma dumping in chat. Lulu. People said bitches, dudes. What up, Barbie? All right, I don't have drafts here, so I guess we'll just play some Apex for now, and maybe if draft comes, we'll get on some Minecraft. That's the end of the drama talk, end of the content portion of the stream. We might watch some Hell's Kitchen later tonight. That's all for now. I appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of stream left. Go grab a drink, grab a snack. We're gonna take a quick 5. Use the bathroom. You're good, Lulu. If you need something to talk about, bro, like I said, you got me in Discord. Hit up the chat. Hit up the mods. If you ever need someone to talk about, we're always here. Sigh. It's a really good episode, this one. What's wrong, Cloudy? But I'll be right back, guys. I fucking love you guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll play Apex, bro. All right, hop on.